Hi, welcome. This is JueNeng Hang. My husband built me a greenhouse and I am very happy. We are not finished yet, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you what we have done so far. I will add some pictures later on, but at this video, I just wanted to show you that later on in a different video, we are going to do the roll-up ventilations so that during the summertime when it's really hot, we can roll the plastic up on both sides, on this side and on the other side for air. But we're not finished yet. And the plastic here is double layers, two plastics, one at the bottom and one on top. The bottom layer is treated plastic, which means that it's treated with chemicals so that during the summertime when it's hot and humid, it's not steamy in there, because when it's too steamy and it's too humid, then there would be some dripping, water dripping down the plastics. So later on, those water will cause bacteria, so it's not good. So the bottom layer for the greenhouse is treated plastic to help reduce the humidity, okay? And then the top plastic is just your regular plastic, like any greenhouse plastic. And you may wanted to ask, why is the greenhouse double layered? It's because we're going to buy a fan. That's in a different video as well. We're gonna put the fan on the inside, and it's gonna blow air so that the air will act as an insulation between the two plastics. And with the air insulation, when it's very, very cold outside, because of the air insulation, the greenhouse will be warmer. Per my understanding, it's supposed to be warmer like by 20 or 30 degrees. So the temperature may be like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 degrees. But with the air insulation, with the double layer plastics, the greenhouse is supposed to be between 60 to 80 degrees or something like that per the research that we've done. So that would be in a different video as well. So I wanted to show you what we've done so far with the greenhouse. And my husband built this greenhouse by himself, about 90%, and I assist, my children assist about 10%. So all the credit goes to my husband, not us. We built it out of the PVC pipe and wood. So this is what it looks like, and follow me and I will show you around. Okay, so follow me and I'll show you my greenhouse. Okay, so we are inside. As you can see, we put the center poles for more support, and this is what my husband did. Our greenhouse is 20 feet by 80 feet, and the depth is 8 feet. So it's 20 width and 80 length and 8 depth. Okay, and so as I mentioned earlier, we built a greenhouse out of PVC pipes. So, and also as I detailed earlier, the bottom plastic is the treated plastic so that it will help with the humidity, so that when it gets really hot and humid, it doesn't steam up and drip so much, because if it keeps steaming and dripping, then later on it will cause bacteria and it will bring diseases to your plants. So that's why it's very important that because the plastic is treated, they detail that because it's treated with chemical, if we use just regular PVC pipes, then the chemical on the PVC pipes will damage the plastic. So we cannot just rest the plastic directly onto the PVC pipe. So what we had to do was that we had to paint the PVC pipe. You can come a little bit closer. You cannot tell that it's been painted because the paint that we use, the oil paint that we use, is also white. So we painted every single PVC pipes before we connect them together and before we put the plastic on top of it. So this is what it looks like. Okay, and my husband and I, we went to visit one of my uncles, Nusu Yang, and Aunt Nusu, and we learned some from them, and I really appreciate them, and I want to thank them for showing us how to build greenhouses. They have several, so we looked at some of theirs, and we used some of their ideas, and then we used some ideas from other YouTube videos and other researches. And this is one of the ideas that I got it from my uncle and aunt, is that what they do is that they bought the wood. You can buy whatever size that you can afford. We bought this size, I think is 1 inch by 4. But if you have the money, you may want to get the 2 by 4 instead of the 1 by 4 like we did. But we only got the 1 by 4. And if you can come a little bit closer, my husband drilled a hole in here like my uncle did, and we put the PVC pipe through it. Okay, and then down at the bottom we use this to hook it up, and you need to dig the hole a little bit so that the PVC pipe will go down in ground more for more support. Okay, and for the bottom support, we also, I don't know if you can see, if you come over here to this side a little bit more, you will see the metal come to this side. Okay, because there's so much pressure from the inside of the PVC pipe, it will push the wood outside. So what we do is that we went and got some of these metal poles, and we nailed the metal poles about every, I don't know, maybe 8 feet, 10 feet apart, so that we nail it down about 2 or 3 feet in ground to support the bottom base, so that this pole is pushing from the outside, but then the PVC pipe is pushing from the inside so that it will balance out. So as you can see on the inside of my greenhouse, we put a big black plastic weed barrier on it. You can put it afterwards, but that means that if you put it afterwards, then that means that you have to cut all of the holes around the poles. So that would be a little bit time consuming, and it might be longer and or harder. Okay, so as I detailed previously, I'm going to put sand and rocks on top of the central poles because this area has dirt. And if you don't cover it up, later on weed will grow here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put sand in first and then put the rocks on top of it. So fortunately, we own a piece of land where it has a creek there, and we have a lot of sand at our land, so we didn't have to buy that. So right now I'm just putting sand. And then after the sand, I'm just going to put the rocks on it. Well, you might wonder why I put rocks on top of sand. You don't have to do it like I do here. The reason why I put rocks on top of it is because if it's just sand, then it's too late. And just in case some of the sand might slip off onto the plastic, I'm just putting rocks on top of it so that it will put some weight onto the sand so that the sand doesn't go off the area only. Okay, so I am finished. As you can see, the sand goes on the bottom and then the rocks on top. And the reason for this, again, is to help reduce the weed production, because we don't want weed to be growing in our greenhouses. And as you can see here, we have not installed the sprinkler yet, because at the moment we are debating whether we wanted to do drip irrigation or install a sprinkler. So maybe later on, if we do choose drip irrigation or sprinkler system, we will do a video to show you that. And for the wood that we use to build this greenhouse is mainly treated woods. So I know that some of you don't like treated wood, but we have decided that we will go with the treated wood. So whatever your opinion is, if you like treated wood, use it. If you opted for non-treated wood, that's your choice, okay? This is JueNeng Hang. Thank you for watching. See you next time.